he doesn't think anything's different with him, and that's what makes him so unique, because he's like, yep, let's swim the channel, let's do Dancing with the Stars, let's climb Mount Everest. Who would do that? People that are fully able-bodied just sit on their asses and don't do anything. You've got someone that's got that sense gone, and he does everything. He does more than everything. You know, he told me about this channel swim, and I'm like, who thought of that? He goes, I did. I go, of course you did, Jared. Of course you did. He's unbelievable, and he makes me want to push myself. You know, there's other things that are, you think, oh, it's just the too hard basket, I can't do it. But you just look at Jared, just like, anything's possible. And that was our quote during the whole series, anything is possible. If you really want to do something, you can do it. And as you can see with this guy, he makes everything become reality. So.
What was he like knowing that he had to depend on you for that knowledge and information?
I guess it just came down to the trust that we had to develop really quickly, like within the first week. You know, he had to just believe that I was going to, and I didn't even know how I did it, but it was some sort of connection that we had that made us just work as one, because that's what you need in that, you know, especially lights, camera, action, audience, music, judges watching. I'm like, we have to pretend it's just two of us on that dance floor. There's no one in the room. And we connected straight away, and that's what got him through it, because he knew I had his back. And I knew he had my back too, when he's flipping me up in the air and catching me. So
realistically, you're almost talking like you're a guide swimmer for the channel.
100%. Yeah. And that's how, I think that's what he feels too, like doing all these events. And I was probably, you know, just another guide for him. You know what I mean? He had to lead me. He had to lead in some way. I gave him that, but we had to be together and really work together for it to work. So,
that's the big question, whether physiologically, just on the day, it just didn't work. It was interesting feeling, because I got to just halfway into the first hour, and felt fantastically good. But okay, I was swimming comfortably, the stride and the stroke was good, and then turned around to come back to the pier, and I don't know, it was just this sensation of shivering just came across me, and I tried to increase the stroke to get the blood moving faster to try and warm up, but that wasn't working. So I think it's just on the day. I think every obviously athlete has those days where the body just wasn't doing it. And it happens both in training and in competition, where despite the best preparation, things can and will go astray. And that's as I've always said in I suppose many of my adventures, that they're the facts of life, where things can and will go astray. And it's about learning from that experience. And realising obviously that there's going to be many more moments to qualify for the English Channel, and if it was easy, everyone would do it, and that's why there's only been 1,800 odd people in 173 years that have actually swum the channel, because it isn't an easy thing. In actual fact, if you do the comparisons, 73 years or so that Everest has been climbed by Hillary back in 1953, so 71 years. It's there's been 7,500 people climb Everest, and in 150 odd years, there's only been that sort of 1,800 odd people. So it is the cold, it's the weather, as in the waves, it's the currents, whole range of factors. And today, for me, am I disappointed? Yes. Am I frustrated? Yes. Do I look back and think perhaps if I fought through that first hour and gone on, would things have been different? I don't know. But from a health perspective, I think it was important to get out now and recover, and obviously refocus potentially for another crack this afternoon. Give it sort of 4 hours and come out and have a nice shot, because I think for me it's about recognising that it's about the journey, and today isn't the destination. It's about a journey continuing on to what I actually can achieve.